So here I have this old Kawasaki, as you can see, KBL 27 whatever, and the head for it has broken, you know, just old and brittle, I guess. And from what I can see, there's probably cheaper ones out there if I look harder, but I did a bit of looking and the cheapest one is like over $100, which you could buy probably the same. If you got lucky, you'd probably find the same or a similar whippersnipper for that sort of price. So, but I also have a Ryobi one, which isn't here currently, but the you know, Ryobi 2-stroke engine on it, of course, is shit, not as good as a Kawasaki, because, you know, the Ryobi probably cost as much as the head of this thing does. So we're gonna swap the Kawasaki engine and whatever else. This handle's nicer, I might swap that on there. You know, whatever we can, we'll swap onto it. So yeah, the old whippersnipper engine swap, if it works. Okay, so the shaft and all is off. Yeah, so hopefully it'll actually fit, be compatible. I mean, I don't know if it will be. Hopefully it's sort of compatible with the Ryobi, or like if I change out the clutch or whatever you'd call that, then maybe it might work. Just gotta put it in there, and then that thing drives the shaft, and then, you know, thinking maybe if the shafts are different, like the like that, just chop it off, weld it onto the Ryobi shaft. Yeah, I'm sure that'll go great. So here's the other piece of shit Ryobi, as you can see. Yeah, shitty old guard, barely even stops anything. You know, it all hits your legs anyway. Yeah, just some like, it's not the worst, but I'm sure it was pretty cheap, and you can definitely tell it's a Ryobi. When I first got it, all the fuel lines were deteriorated, so that's a home job, and the air filter is non-existent. I think that's just sort of withered away, whatever you'd say. So yeah, we're gonna piss off this shitty Ryobi engine and put a nice Kawasaki one on there. Of course, for some reason they have these security or whatever these special Allen key sort of star-shaped bolts are, bolts. Of course, they've got those everywhere. So luckily I've got a little set with them on there. So hopefully that's the right size. Stupid Ryobi. Oh, here's the info on it. This was free, so can't complain about it since it was free, but you know, since I broke the Kawasaki, might as well improve this one. Sort of combine them to make the best. Hoping that it'll all be compatible, which it probably won't be. At least these nuts are better than Phillips screws, because it seems as though they don't really strip out as easily. Oh, that's the wrong size, but that's loose anyway for some reason. Anyway, I'll try to see what I can get off. Just disassemble this down to the same sort of spot the Kawasaki has been disassembled, and we'll see if it's compatible. Okay, so this shit is nicely disassembled. I have to sort of take this off and everything to get it off. Yeah, oh yeah, this doesn't fit into the little hole there. So I just absolutely pried the shit out of it, broke it off, don't really care at all. Yeah, now the moment of truth. Gonna see how sort of, I don't know, compatible it is with this bar, with this thing. Yeah, we just gotta, I don't know, maybe the clutch housing out of this will fit onto the Kawasaki. I don't know. I'm gonna have a look now, work it out, and I'll get back to you. Okay, of course everything is very different. You can see this sort of clutch. I hope that's the right name for it, clutch. And then this clutch. This one is screwed onto a shaft, and this one is bolted down, so bolted onto the flywheel. We're getting there. Okay, so as you just saw, buddy grinded this down so it fits in this Kawasaki housing. And I cut the old head off, wherever it is, of this shaft and welded the Kawasaki shaft onto it. So that spins that head. Beautiful, that's what you want. Square enough, hopefully the welds hold. As you can see, it's not very pretty, but it should be right, surely. But everything's about to go on, but I gotta work out how to get this handle on because all the screws are buggered. So as soon as I can get the screws out, get it on here, I've got a Kawasaki handle on. Should be good. Okay, so sorry for the lack of updates. I just had a lot of trouble with this hand piece, but yeah, you know, Kawasaki handle, much better than that other piece of shit, wherever it is. Yeah, it's like foamy crap that makes your hand feel like shit after a while. Like dries out your hand and just, I don't know. Anyway, piece of crap. Look at the size of it compared. I mean, nice rubbery sort of handle, this one. Bigger. Yeah, this shaft is wider and I've only got 2 screws because all the rest were bugging and I had to go to some extra lengths to sort of get them out. I had to screw them down so I could take this off and then grab them with the vice grips. And there's like little hose clamp sort of things inside. There's one here, that's what that's for, and one here. And I couldn't get that one off, so we've only got one clamp back here that actually is gripping onto the shaft. But it seems to have a good enough grip. This safety feature here, you know, stops you pushing this forward. That's gone. So yeah, you just pull it like this and it'll rev up. You don't have to hold it. So that's whatever. That's good. I don't really care about that. I don't really care about safety features. And yeah, you know, the old on-off. Of course, the Kawasaki engine on this Ryobi shaft. So that saved me like 170 bucks getting a new head for the Cowie shaft. Yeah, and this one started it up before, and this one runs way better. You know, started on the choke, let it warm up for like 20 seconds, and you can just brum brum brum. It sounds way better, goes harder, more power. There is a bit of extra vibration, of course, from the out of balance shaft, but yeah, you know, what can you do? It's not like I machined it. It's two bits of shaft welded together. But yeah, it's not really that bad. Like if you revved it up, you'd expect it to get worse, but it doesn't really. It sort of evens out. Anyway, to start it up, put it on. I did just start it on choke. It took a couple pulls, but hasn't been started in months and months. So the fact that it actually started as easy as it did was show like it's easier than the Ryobi. So you know, one pull. Or anything like breakfast. That has some fucking power now. That's good. I forgot how good this engine was, but yeah, I mean, like how I just walked and chewed through that grass. That old thing would have taken like double or triple the time. Just yeah. Anyway, didn't even have to use full throttle either. Good stuff. So bomb. Can't beat a Kawasaki 2-stroke whippersnipper. I mean, I guess that's that. What more can you say with a what more can you do, you know? The old engine swapped with a snipper. I don't think you could find anything easier to engine swap. Just cut the shaft, make sure this is the right size to fit the clamp, and then voila. One full use, so far so good.